These results are exactly what you need to see in a stabilization program. These are big achievements, and many countries would envy them. However, despite these stabilization gains, many Nigerians are still struggling. Most households are struggling with eroded purchasing power. Poverty, which started to rise in 2019 due to policy missteps and external shocks, including COVID, has continued to increase even after the reforms. In 2025, we estimate that 139 million Nigerians live in poverty. So the challenge is clear: how to translate the gains from the stabilization reforms into better living standards for all Nigerians. So the Nigeria Development Updates builds on the public sector-led, private sector-enabled growth agenda outlined in the previous edition by suggesting a three-pronged strategy to translate the reform gains into near-term improvements in the living conditions of all Nigerians. Number one, reducing inflation, particularly food inflation. Because this is so important, I'll spend a little extra time on it. Food inflation affects everybody, but particularly the poor, and has the potential to undermine political support for the reforms. Over time, a persistent difference in inflation rates between Nigeria and her trading partners will put pressure on the exchange rate and fuel inflation in a vicious cycle. And finally, lower inflation will allow interest rates to come down to support growth. While the tight, data-driven monetary policy, complemented by a non-expansionary fiscal policy, is appropriate to tame inflation, it has evidently not been sufficient. Inflation is coming down, but not fast enough. It must be complemented, so these monetary and fiscal policies must be complemented by structural reforms aimed specifically at reducing food inflation, which is driven by deep-seated supply and market inefficiencies. Accordingly, the NDU proposes a focus on structural measures to bring down food inflation. 2, using public resources more effectively, ensuring that spending drives real development results that benefit the people. And 3, expanding the safety net so that the poorest and vulnerable get support. These are not abstract ideas. They are practical steps that can turn macro stability into better livelihoods. And today's discussions are meant to contribute to Nigeria's national dialogue. Lively, diverse, sometimes contested, but always moving forward. And in 3 months, I've seen all of this. The World Bank is proud to be a partner in this dialogue, to support reform efforts and to help Nigeria unlock its immense economic potential. So let me end once again thanking you all for being here. I'm truly honored to host you at my first NDU launch, and I very much look forward to hearing your insights, your challenges, and your ideas. Thank you very much for being here.